The Spartans' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And when you go to market for a veteran quarterback, you want a guy who can come in, command respect, immediately become the starter, and Jesse, they think they found him.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see how he's going to perform today. I know he was really excited about this opportunity, and David, he chose this situation specifically because he believed it gave him the best chance to compete for a national championship and to have an opportunity to play at the next level.
Breaks into the open. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They mark it up to 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. He gets it past the marker. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
It's a running room. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it to the back. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. He wants to change this route. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Moving out of the pocket. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
So Michigan State's offense has the ball for the first time. We've seen freshmen step into the running back position with big expectations many times. David, Herschel, Walker, Adrian Peterson, among others, and they hope that they found a guy like that here.
Well, and he's highly talented. He's got the skill set, obviously, highly recruited. Everybody talked about him. But this is a different animal, Palmer. Like, when you come into this atmosphere and you got a bunch of full-grown men coming at you, I'm very curious to see how he responds. I know he has the physical ability, but is he ready for this?
He looks really good coming off the bus, I'll say that. He is definitely built different, but he's going to have to run different than he did in high school. David, you know this. You can't bounce every run to the outside and get away with it like you did at high school. I'm really curious to see the discipline he's going to have in this game running the football now that he's playing against much tougher competition.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And the Spartans line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got an open man. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Creates a little space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky. Scores on the sneak.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Ware. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Now from the 40, it's first and 10. Trying play action. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Spartans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He'll keep it himself. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Now facing a third and long. He wants to throw it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Back to pass. He's got his man, makes the grab. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. New set of downs after the completion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Third down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out and get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. Fourth down now upcoming.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. They've sputtered a bit early, not being able to move the football, having to punt it away each of the first two times they had it. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's talk a bit about Michigan State. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. And because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they can do something very special this season.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Spartans will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He's got it. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quickly to the tight end. There he goes. Across the 50-yard line on a huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Looking downfield on first down. He uncorks one deep. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
And on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. He'll pull it down. Got the first himself. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Memphis. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers, and works his way to the 19.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
He leaves it with his back. Hard running there. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. That's why you want to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. It lets you beat a blitz. It lets you get a first down.
And that makes me think, do I want a blitz? How do I leave him open? Because they keep dumping it off to the running back and having success. I'm going to think twice about bringing the blitz. Nice read by the QB. Nice job by the running back getting some extra yards and getting the first down.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. After the run, now to throw. Using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. He'll do it himself. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football. That
turning it on. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Gives it on the option. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run.
Fires deep toward the end zone. steps into the end zone for a touchdown.
And listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see you got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Oklahoma is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 18 over Tulsa. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Open space at the 25. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got some space.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Spartans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. And here comes the punt team. Wants to bring it back. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The give to the back. How about those sweet twinkle toes-like moves as he gets to the 38? And the Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. That conversion sets a tone, but that's also really part of their MO. They're going to go for it on fourth and short.
Yeah, it's a body blow, and it's demoralizing. It's a good point, Reese. When you go for it like that and you go get it, you're essentially telling the opponent, look, you can't stop us. Next time we get in a similar situation, we're going to do the exact same thing, and there ain't nothing you can do about it.
To the air on first down. Right on the money. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State. Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He is like a loose boulder just rolling to the 32. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. On the option. The pitch. Breaks into the open. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They're in the red zone, first and 10 from the 20. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here on third down for this offense. Leaves it with the back. Kept it on the ground on third down. Picked up 5 yards, but it'll still be 4th and 1.
Yeah, not enough movement up front. You got to be a little bit more physical with this offense, but now it's 4th and 1. Another opportunity. You go for it there, you pick up some yardage. Now you made it a little bit short. Now this offense has really got to get physical.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. It has been a huge struggle so far for this guy. He just hasn't been able to get into any type of rhythm. And you can mark that clash as advantage defense, as corners made plays. Really, the whole secondary has, David.
They have, and this whole defense has. And this QB, man, he's been very ungood. Like, I don't know how else to say it. Like, he just hasn't been the guy that he has the potential to be and hasn't put drives together. And this offense has just sputtered, and it's just one of those days they want to forget.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Beal. He caught it. They had to have it, and they got it. A touchdown late in this game.
Game one, you want to come out and put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Working the big fella to the corner. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Spartans are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Got a little space. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got his man. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. And the Spartans need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. He's looking deep. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when